Greeting from Indian Medical Association. I am Dr. IMA, Principal Advisor, Indian Medical Association. Welcome to our regular show with Webcast on different subjects. Today I am taking the role of Dr. Aggarwal because he is sitting on the other side today. We will be discussing today about what IMA is doing and what are its future plans. With us to discuss today Dr. Aggarwal, the National President of IMA for this year, and Dr. Tandon, Honorary Secretary General for 1618. My first question will be to Dr. Aggarwal that there are about 3 lakh doctors in our association, and each member is very enthusiastic to know what exactly IMA is doing for them and what are whether the IMA is able to meet their expectations as they require.
See, IMA is the collective consciousness of the medical professionals in the country. We have approximately 10 lakh doctors, out of which 6 to 7 lakh doctors may be in India today. Rest may be in foreign countries and other countries like that. And we work on the principle of 100 monkey phenomena. 100 monkey phenomena is sensitization of 1% of the society. For example, we have, every day we talk about this message has gone viral. This message has gone viral on Twitter, this message has gone viral on Facebook, on social media. And that is based on the principle of 1% sensitization. So if I have around 7 lakh doctors in the country, then 70,000 doctors will make 10%. Out of 7 lakhs, 70,000 will be 10%, and 7,000 will be the 1% population. So even if I take 10 lakhs as a whole, then it is 10,000. So if I can sensitize and motivate 10,000 doctors, the message will become viral. And today, I have more than 34,000 IMA leaders, the office bearers. Even if I say 17 branches are not active, even then I have 10,000 IMA leaders who are available to me on a daily call. And our team Google, we reach to 10,000 doctors.
34,000 is 1,700 branches multiplied by 20.
I presume that every branch will have 20 office bearers. President, secretary, assistant secretary, joint secretary, vice president, executive committee, central council members, working committee members. So in total, on an average, I am taking 20. So out of these 34,000, I am saying that 50% of them are not active. So I need is 17,000. I says further 25, 30, 40% are not active. At least 10,000 doctors are active. So I presume 10,000 doctors are active. So in Delhi alone, the voters list is 3 to 4,000. People who come to vote means they understand the value of Indian Medical Association. So if and my team Google, I have 10,000 doctors to whom I communicate every day. They communicate to each other every day. So whatever we put down today becomes like a wildfire, becomes like a viral, and the message goes. And the success of it we have seen in petition, where in a matter of 3 days, 54,000 doctors signed. Then we are seeing it in strikes. We could do strikes in 600 places in the country on the same day. So the strength of IMA today is its connectivity. Only on this connectivity today, Indian Meteorological Department has, they are trying to involve us in predicting heat strokes. They are also talking about, we will also give you clues about possibilities of dengue fever. So today we have a strength. We are connected to each other. Our members, our associations are connected to each other.
There is a good networking.
Yes, that networking today is at a fraction of a second. So we can have media sensitization, we can have doctor sensitizations. So people are aware. If we give a call today about medical violence, the whole country will be together. So now this is
what happened last week.
Yes, this happened last week. Now you can use it the negative way, you can use the positive way. But our objective is to use the positive way, and that's what IMA is doing. So today, Medical profession is proactive. The IMA is proactive. People have started listening to IMA. The state units are important. Most of the state units now are in their respective governments, and the local units are active. So that activity of IMA, everybody should be aware of. A member should feel that he is IMA. IMA is not nothing but number of people. So therefore, everybody is an IMA, and he or she should be able to contribute something to society.
So if any person wants to get connected, in case he is not in part of the Google or if he is not getting the message, so he need to contact.
See, this Google group, I intend making it around 25,000 doctors over a period of time. And if I can have 25,000 doctors connected who are leaders. So this group is not like people who just want to be passive. Active members, if I have 25,000 doctors over a period of time, we will be unmatchable. Even today we are unmatchable.
And apart from this Google group, we also have the connectivity through the SMSs.
We connect through SMS, we connect through emails. Then I have a media group of around 3,000 people. Then I have a medical teachers group of around 3,000 people to whom we communicate. Then I have a medical voice group of around 4,000 policy makers. There's a group of policy makers, all the DHS, all the secretaries, ministers. Like yesterday I wrote about the mental health bill, and in 5 minutes, one of the member of parliament, doctor, he sent an email. He says, what's the idea of posting it now? The bill is passed. He said, you should have reacted 2 days back. So what I'm saying is, even the member of parliaments are reading that, the policies are being, we wrote about it, drug depenicillin is not available in that group, and 48 hours was made available. So our voice, our conflicts, our voice, our problems now can be sorted out without even doing any protest. People are listening, people are watching. Today people are watching Indian Medical Association.
So what are the things which you would like the members to know, which probably they may not be knowing, what exactly the headquarters is doing?
So we have a 3-tier system. We have branches, we have state branches, and we have Indian Medical Association. They have to know what the local branches are doing. And our concept is only one, jiska koi nahi uska IMA. Whenever you are in trouble, you can contact even the headquarters, and our job is to help you. Whether it's a personal problem, professional problem, whatever it is. So if a student or a person should be able to understand that IMA is for him, by him, for him, and that's what the basic purpose is. And we are solving a lot of problems. In the last 2.5 years, our team has solved a lot of problems.
Yeah, and apart from solving the problem, I also feel that all your activities are getting documented in the form of
absolutely.
books. So this is one of the book which is being documented. Stop NMC, Amend MCI Act. These are the booklets which contain all the reports and all the activities which are coming in the media as well as the newspaper. And there are also some success stories which are being documented by IMA. One of these is on the legal success stories. There are so many legal.
See, our aim is always to have at least 1 or 2 success stories in a week.
Okay.
That's what we try to do. Whether to, say for example, the meteorological department today has announced tie-up with IMA. The Disaster Management Association is tying up with IMA. The Ministry of Tourism is helping IMA for promoting domestic medical tourism. So at every step we go, they want to get associated with us.
Okay. And
See, we are transparent. We are an honest organization. We are transparent, and we are for the society.
And see, this is what it has been, the IMA is doing till now. See, there are so many further tasks which are yet to be done. There are big responsibility with Dr. R. N. Tandon, who is the Secretary General now. So I just want to ask Dr. Tandon, what is his experience, what he has been doing for the last 3-4 months as a General Secretary, and what are his plans now for coming 9 months?
So that's true that we are doing a wonderful job for the last many years, and as the situation is changing very fast in country, Whether you are talking about the health scenario is changing, the pattern of doctors is changing, and pattern of hospital is changing, and then what is expected of all the doctors and what is expected of small setups and big hospitals. So those things are being considered in everyday decision making, and every day we are thinking about all these things and how everything can be converted towards the public benefit. The basic aim of Indian Medical Association is definitely one only, that each and every doctor is only working hard to provide the best possible services to the community. Because whatever we are doing, whether we are learning through the continuing medical education, or learning through the workshops, or learning through attending the various conferences, our only aim is to update our knowledge to treat the patient in the best possible and the latest way. And that is what the IMA is thinking. And my aim is to definitely strengthen the smaller setups which are really serving the 80% of the population all over the India. And this population is living in rural and remote areas. I will not say all the remote areas are being served by smaller nursing homes or a hospital, but definitely the clinics are always there. So my thought process is that I must start using all the small hospitals to get together and have a common platform where they can discuss their own problems, and they should take care of the problems which are being faced by other hospitals or a nursing home. Whether it's a time of there is a complicated patient or there is a serious patient, and they can take help of a bigger hospital in their area who should provide them an umbrella for all the smaller hospitals. Because when there is a bigger hospital with the multi-speciality facilities, and the smaller hospitals most of the times they are serving as a one or two speciality, husband and wife setups, which are really doing a wonderful job. But sometimes they'll end up in a problem when there is a difficult case. So they should have an umbrella hospital, which is a bigger hospital, and can provide care to all those small nursing homes. So what will that umbrella hospital will do? That will provide a moral booster to a smaller setup, and they will say, yes, we are there to help you in a time of crisis. And they should show it to the public, and in fact they are helping a smaller hospital and taking care of the crisis which sometimes happen. Because the medical science is definitely related with some kind of a complications and some kind of a side effect, which nobody can predict. But whenever there is a problem, then there should be someone to help in such a crisis. And this can be done only by the doctors and the doctors who are running a multi-speciality hospital. So I'll request all the smaller setups and a bigger setup to create such an atmosphere that the bigger setups can help the smaller setup, and the smaller setups should not feel that the bigger setup of their own fraternity is going to capture their work. No. When you say that the bigger hospital is there to serve in the time of crisis, the patient will develop more confidence in your nursing home and your truthfulness, and the bigger hospital will definitely get a better name and fame because it is providing definite crisis management services to the smaller hospital. So I am basically concentrating on this thought process and aim, and this is what I am requesting all to the smaller hospitals, and especially in the smaller city, because this kind of a problem develops in a smaller city. And the next thing what I am thinking is going to be very important is the communication. I am stressing, and I request all my friends that the communication should be absolutely clear, and it should be known to the family and the patient that if there is a problem in any sort of management or a case, it should be recognized and informed to the public and to the family, so that they are well prepared for all those complications and side effects. Because suddenly it should not come that there is a major problem and now you are facing a problem. So whenever we
communication with the
patient and the family, not only the patient, because the family is very important. Because patient sometimes is not able to understand what you are talking about, but the family should be informed. Because patient is already suffering, he may not be in a position to understand, he may be under the effect of drugs, but the family will understand what the problem patient is facing. So that should be very clearly told to the family, so that they are prepared for some kind of a problem. What happens? Suddenly we say that there is a problem. We should pre-warn that there are chances of problem, and definitely most of the times you are able to pick up the complication and problem which is likely to arise. So that should be the basic idea. And the other thing is that we should work together, we should have a cordial relationship with each and every medical fraternity. That is the very, very basic when we are dealing as a community. And Indian Medical Association is nothing but a community. And what Indian Medical Association is? IMA. IMA is nothing. IMA is all of us. I am a leader, I am a soldier, I am a casual worker for IMA. So IMA means all 3 lakh doctors have got their specific role. They can add whatever role they want to give to themselves and serve the association. Then only we will achieve our targets, which we are likely to if we come together under one platform and we start discussing and talking to each other.
Another important thing which we started recently is the weekly webcast. So incidentally, our last webcast was 101st webcast. We could not announce it because we were talking it on it was based on the strike by the doctors and its afterwards. Today's webcast is the 102nd webcast, and the viewers are also gradually increasing. Initially they were in few hundred, now suddenly they are in thousands. So would you like to say something about this?
So this is only a start. We are also connecting to our leaders through telecom. On an average, once or twice in a month, we have all the state leaders talking to us. We are planning for a web conference. We are planning for a audio conference. We are also organizing regularly FaceTimes, Facebook Lives, where our people are associated with us. And 1st of July, we are most likely we will have the Medical Council of India President and our World Medical Association President giving address to the nation, which will be Facebook Live, and where people will be able to connect and talk to them. So it is possible for us today to reach the community in a shorter period of time. So IMA, we declared that IMA will be paperless, and we are to quite extent we are paperless.
So we are just moving with the
And webcast is only one of the modality of. Now the beauty about the webcast is the webcasts are now available on the website anytime. You can go and see and watch.
Yes, they are available for how long?
As long as the YouTube doesn't delete them.
Okay. And
And the YouTube principle is if the webcast is not watched over a period of time, it gets deleted. So all those out of 102 which was not of any use will be deleted, which are of use will stay.
Another thing is I'd like to add to this phenomenon of communication. In fact, the con call has really given a very good response to our spreading the message, and we have been contacting all the state presidents and secretaries. Even for the meeting which is scheduled for 1st and 2nd, we were discussing with all the state presidents and secretaries through the con call. And the con call one day, it was 29 states were connected at one time, and for half an hour we were interacting and we were telling them about the program and solving their problems, and whatever their questions was, we were able to answer immediately. So that is definitely giving a boost, and this kind of a communication leads to real very happy coordination with each and every state branch. And in future, we will definitely like to divide our 1700 branches into at least 6-7 segments. And with those 6-7 segments, we would like to have a con call, because when you are connecting with the branches, that gives you a definite strength. They feel the strongest part of Indian Medical Association. And the small branches, when you visit, those who are having less number of members, and their communication, their coordination, and their correlation, and their relationship with each and every member is so good that you have to go and visit a small branches and then see what kind of a good relationship they have. So we have to connect with all those small branches to make Indian Medical Association more stronger, and then they will realize that Indian Medical Association and they are together for each and every problem of theirs and for the community.
I'll give you an example. Just now I'm reading a news in Times of India, and a couple of newspapers also talked to me on this issue. The health of citizens more important. That's what the Supreme Court talks about. And they say we ban sale of BS3 vehicles because the BS4 standards are getting enforced on 1st of April. And there are around 6 lakh, 8.24 lakh vehicles in the country as of today, which are BS3 and they are not sold. The stock of the vehicles, the Supreme Court says nothing doing. They have to be under BS4, which is good. So these types of decisions now has to be evaluated by IMA, because now the car manufacturers are asking government to allow selling of the existing stock, and the new stock will be BS4. Now these types of issues are important for IMA to give its opinion. So this we are going to now. Now for us, pollution is a major problem. IMA has to give a statement that nothing doing. We agree with the Supreme Court decision, health of citizens is more important. For example, our new strategy is people say that preventable deaths. So we are against, we don't buy any preventable death should take place. Why should you allow vehicles which are polluting? So at any given time, health of the people is important. So therefore no preventable death should occur in the country, and every preventable death should be audited.
IMA recently conducted a conference on air pollution with Environment Department.
We are coming out with the guidelines on that as an advisory. And as an offshoot of that, I contacted the Meteorological Department that we should also come out with health advisories on weather, apart from air pollution, so that we cover the whole thing. So basically what we are trying to come out is that if the air pollution levels are higher, what to do in the health advisory, when to stop exercising, when to stop, what precaution is to be taken by the people on a health level. That advisory will be completed in a month's time, and then we will be able to give it to the people.
So, and
similarly, we went to Cyprus this time. This was a medical legal conference, and I found the noise level between 30 and 40. It was so soothing, and here we can't even think upon that noise level. So we need to come out with noise levels, standards, and precaution needs to be taken. That's important, and that's the level now. As a practitioner, you need to talk about these things also.
So last year you also conducted a study on radiation of the mobiles and the mobile towers.
See, a question which comes is, public asks us, is are mobile towers safe? The answer is 100%. Mobile towers are safe. There is absolutely no problem. And the best way to find out what a good healthy food is, ideally you're supposed to eat with your dog to find out what a healthy food is. Your dog is supposed to eat the healthy food. So IMA building has towers. The very fact IMA building has installed towers, multiple towers, it means towers are safe. So we have done that study. But telephones are not safe. So if your battery is less than 20%, if your signals are weak, don't use it. Then it will be radiating more heat and more radiation, which can harm the body.
The problem is with the mobiles.
Mobiles
not
mobile is generating and receiving signals, and if the signals are weak, it has to produce more radiations. So that precaution needs to be taken, and then always keep it around half a centimeter away from your ear. Don't touch it. Keep it around half a centimeter. You will be able to listen and talk.
Okay.
Don't use the metallic case. People use the metallic case, that's dangerous.
Because most of the time, you see, when you're talking for a longer time, then your handset becomes quite warm. So that is the time when one should stop talking, because that is the maximum radiation which are coming out of the mobile. But people do not bother. Keep on talking for half an hour, 45 minutes. And that is the time one should avoid. hence it is quite hot, quite warm, and that is the problematic thing.
Okay, another thing, IMA has also made some galleries, ground floor and the first floor, where you will find pictures of so many activities and successes the IMA has done for the last few years.
So we are a believer of first one-liners. IMA believes in one-liners, formula-based one-liners. And it is impossible for a doctor to remember everything. But those one-liners they are supposed to remember. Say for example, if a patient comes and he says, what should I eat? So we say 6 colors have a taste, 7 colors 6 taste is a balanced food. Okay, he says, I want to reduce weight, anything which is green and bitter reduces weight. He says, I don't want to eat cholesterol, okay, anything which is of plant in origin is zero in cholesterol. So this becomes like a dictate. This becomes like a dictate. When to admit an asthma patient if he cannot speak a sentence? Admit it. Simple. So everybody should be able to generate how to admit a patient with a blast victim, with a blast injury. Look at the tympanic membrane intact, look at the SpO2 normal, go. No admission. So at every step we have small. Say if MP3, if I'm talking to somebody and if I am not been able to listen to him, I have to speak loud, that means noise levels are high. Okay, if I'm pollution levels are high. If in a normal atmosphere I am coughing like this, it means there is a pollution level in the area, check it out. So it's a very simple way of remembering. If you have a fever with chills and rigors, it's malaria. If it is in the afternoon, malaria, in the evening, look for malaria. So one-liner messages, we keep on reminding people, and those one-liner messages, we need to make it in the form of a cartoon, pictorial, something we need to create and make it available as a gallery so that people can. So this gallery is for when the state president comes, they take photographs and then they copy it to other people. That's the basic objective. The formula of 20, that every 20 minutes, at 20 feet, look for 20 seconds to take away the strain over the eyes.
And if all these things are in the shape of a pictures or...
Pictorial presentation, see, how do I communicate to the people? One is reading, audio, video. Okay? So video is better than audio is better than text. So in video, then again there are varieties. PPT video in the form of a role play, then role play with emotions. So the best is if you see a movie and if you weep with the hero or the heroine weeping, if you also weep, that story is indebted in your heart and you will not forget. So if you can create an emotion into the movie, and in that emotions and you feel that emotions within you, that gets captured. So therefore, similarly, health messages has to be communicated to the people as if they are experiencing them. And that becomes indebted to your heart. There are ways of how do I keep a sentence. Either if I write a sentence for 101 times, I remember. If I remember a wo, which is like and if I keep it till it is every day, it is a reminder to me, it gets captured in your mind. But if you want on the spot to be captured, then it has to be a visual movie, a visual impact, and the visual impact has to have some emotions. The time it touches your heart is that, and that's the success of a story, of a movie.
Okay, then finally, can we just discuss what are the branches Indian Medical Association is having, and what are the activities and where exactly they are located?
See, the Indian Medical Association has, we already know that we have got 30 state branches and 1700 local branches. Local branches are much more than the districts of India. And this is a Indian Medical Association. Now Indian Medical Association has got certain academic wings which are looking after the academic interest of each member. So one is a College of General Practitioner, IMA College of General Practitioner. The headquarters of IMA College of General Practitioner is situated in Chennai. And this branch of IMA looks after the interest of all the family physicians, those who are working all over the India. And our aim is to upgrade their knowledge from day-to-day working, and through a very simple means. It may be an exam, it may be through can be through the e-media purpose, and the other one is Academy of Medical Specialities, IMA, Academy of Medical Specialities, which looks after the interest of all the specialists. All the specialists can join this IMA medical specialities, and its headquarters is located in Aggarwal. The best part of this academic wing is that see, someone who has passed some postgraduate exam some 25 years ago, but in today's era, every day you are finding some other new technique is coming up. So each and every doctor cannot go and get the training about the new technology. But IMA, AMS wing is definitely taking care of all these things, and we are conducting workshops where we are giving training to the persons concerned in various new technologies. There are sometimes video demonstration, there are sometimes live surgeries, and sometimes we are conducting hands-on modules also, where they are learning basically how to handle the instruments, how to use this technique. And this is a wonderful thing, and I believe each and every specialist, especially those who have heard about the various newer technologies, they should be a member of Academy, and they should have this kind of a feeling that whatever new technology is coming in the market will be available to them through the Academy, because Academy is doing a lot of workshops for such training program. And the third is the AK Sinha. AK Sinha is basically a correspondence course which is being done, conducted by AK Sinha on various subjects.
AK Sinha Institute of?
AK Sinha Institute. AK Sinha Institute, and their headquarters is at Patna. It is basically in the memory of late Dr. A.K. Sinha. He was a legendary physician for Patna, and he was the president of IMA for many years, and he was president of MCI also. And this unit is looking after the correspondence courses, and it has got a wonderful research unit also, through which anyone who is interested in conducting research can contact IMA A.K. Sinha Research Wing, and they can do a research, for which there are so many projects are available, and we can try and help them to do certain research. So IMA has got various wings which is helping, and now the latest wing which has come up is Hospital Board of India. IMA Hospital Board of India, and its headquarters is located in Mumbai, and it is doing a wonderful job. What the idea of IMA HBI is that we should come out with the minimum standards for, you say, standalone clinic, for a smaller nursing homes and some hospitals also. And the basic idea is that we should try to get some standards, some kind of accreditation, because now everywhere you are talking about the accreditation, and some agency should give you accreditation. So there is a voluntary organization, NABH, and this accreditation is basically voluntary. It's under QCI, and but IMA HBI has entered into an MOU with NABH to give entry-level NABH accreditation to the smaller hospitals. In fact, this entry-level accreditation is only giving guidance how to be very safe for your staff, health workers, for your doctors, and ultimately, when everything is safe, then patient gets the maximum safety out of all these accreditation process. And your efficiency improves with some changes in your working pattern. Not in the infrastructure kind of changes, but the working pattern. And this is going to be very helpful, because if we're talking about accreditation and some standards, then IMA HBI is going to look after all these things. And we are planning through HBI that we should take consent of each and every specialist organization, and we should come out with some protocols for the treatment. Also, the basic treatment protocols for various diseases, so that we can have a wonderful program where people can use the same protocol with the simple treatment, and there should not be any problem in treating such patients. Once you have a standard protocol, you can treat a patient in a better way all over the country. And other things which are HPI is likely to come out is costing of a procedure, because certain times you feel there's a difference in treatment expenditure in each and every nursing home and hospital. But there are problems of costing. There is going to be a minimum costing of a procedure or a setup, and if we can come out with the guidelines of the costing, that will help in creating an atmosphere where we can have almost
It will
not
be like a self-regulation.
self-regulation is very important. I mean, self-regulation will come
We are hiring an agency to help us in a costing department. As a costing department is there in a hospital, so we can come out with a standard costing at national level. That will also help our fight with the clinical subsidy.
administration. So each and everything is being seen in line of Clinical Establishment Act and other criteria which are coming up day in and day out. So no new regulations are coming and we are facing the problem. So just to give strength to our people who are working in areas and to protect their interest and protect the interest of a patient, we are coming out with all these policies and trying to help everyone. So I am doing a lot of
So
work
there
for
are
members.
four major wings which I am.
No, these are major wins, but there are a lot of schemes which are very beneficial for members of
Can
it.
I just enumerate because we are running short of time?
Right, so it is IMA NSS, this is the security scheme. One can join this scheme for the social security. There is a professional protection scheme that is like indemnity insurance, but indemnity insurance is given by the insurance authorities. But for if you have a problem with the CPA or with anywhere, then there is an agency like NPPS, IMA NPPS, and they look after their legal problems in those cases. And there is a national health scheme, which is also beneficial for our members because they can join this health scheme and they can get benefit as they are getting benefits from insurance, medical insurance. And there are so many good schemes which are being run by IMA. IMA has got our vouchering, our school chairing, welcome the girl child. These are all various projects which are very good. And the community service projects which IMA is doing, a lot of community service projects like child sexual abuse awareness program. It's a wonderful program which IMA is conducting for the last 4 years. And it has definitely made people aware, doctors aware about child sexual abuse, and POXO, which is not very well known. POXO law was introduced in 2012, but now many of the doctors all over India know what is child sexual abuse and POXO. These are all efforts IMA is doing.
So anything else you want to add?
Only one thing is that be proud of being IMA. Remember that every IMA person is a Satyugi living in a Kalyug. Let's maintain our dignity, honor of our profession, and remember that you are different. Every doctor is different. You can't compare yourself with lawyers or chartered accountants. You are different, stay different, and make your IMA an association which is unheard of.
So with this, we are coming to the end of this show. Thank you, Dr. Aggarwal and Dr. Tandon. So we will be again back next week with a different topic and with a different expert. But till then, goodbye and thank you. Happy Yugadi, happy Gudi Padwa and happy Navaratri to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.